Welcome to DNA and Destiny 2-in-1 series. Why did Einstein have electrified hair? Einstein's wild hair became an icon in poster. With his head and scene, it was usually his head with a coat perpetuating his genius. Wild hair became associated with his genius. What caused Einstein's static hair? Why is wild hair a sign of high intelligence and creativity? To find out the answer, we need to know his birth data. Albert Einstein was born in Ulm in the kingdoms of Württemberg in the German Empire on March 14, 1879 at 11:30 a.m. The age range shown in the human behavior model here is actually called quantum age range or Chinese age range. In traditional Chinese age counting system, our age increased by 1 year on Chinese New Year and not on the days of our birthday. This always started at conscious mind zone, in which related to quantum numbers of that zone. Einstein's conscious mind zone is solid passive, in which the quantum number is 4. So the 10 years age range starts from 4 to 13. It symbolizes the 10 years behavioral tendency. The rotations of the 10 years behavioral tendency is based on our birth celestial pole. For example, for men who are born on A, C, E, G, I, the young poles, and for women who are born on B, D, F, H, J, the yin poles, it rotates clockwise, otherwise anti-clockwise. Einstein was born on birth celestial pole F, the yin poles, and therefore the 10 years behavioral tendency rotate anti-clockwise. According to Einstein's biography, he was unable or unwilling to talk until the age of 3, or in other words, quantum age 4. That is to say, before Einstein at this age, there is no behavioral tendency can be observed. Apparently, he was unwilling to talk because of the weak Apollo, 文曲, apparent zone in relation to body organ zone. Weak nuclear force render imperfect symmetry, affecting Einstein's right brain nervous system. Apollo 文曲, god of music, arts, and knowledge, personify music's think out of box, speak fluently and coherently. With the interventions of weak nuclear force, Einstein was unwilling to talk. What happened to Einstein at quantum age 4 to 13? Albert Einstein is often cited as one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century. His discovery in 1905 would forever change our understanding of the universe. Let's look at the human behavioral sequencing chart. Einstein was commonly reported to have withdrawn as a child, preferring to play by himself. erecting complicated constructions. Before he was 10, with infinite patience, he was making fantastic cut houses. Einstein always excelled at math and physics from a young age, reaching a mathematical level years ahead of his peers. The 12-year-old Einstein taught himself algebra and Euclidean geometry over a single summer. Einstein also independently discovered his own original proof of the Pythagorean theorem at age 12. Why did young Einstein behave this way? The answer is the way, the king and fathers of God. Phantasos Thanlang, the god of dreams of fantasy. Lamsachi Yubi, the god of stood up and spoke up. And Chaos Kongwang, the god of chaos and meditation at conscious mind and subconscious mind zone. The combination of this star and the intervention of electromagnetic and weak nuclear force to Phantasos Thanlang eventually led him to quote that imagination is more important than knowledge. Well, what happened to Einstein at quantum age 14 to 23? At the age of 17, or in other words, quantum age 18, Einstein enrolled in the 4 years mathematics and physics teaching diploma program at the Zurich Polytechnic School. It was at Polytechnic School Einstein met his future wife, a 20-year-old sapient woman, Mileva Marit. She was the only woman among the 6 students in the mathematics and physics section of the teaching diploma course. Over the next few years, Einstein and Marie's friendship developed into romance, and they read books together on extracurricular physics, in which Einstein was taking an increasing interest. There have been claims that Marie collaborated with Einstein on this 1905 paper, known as the Miracle Years paper, but historians of physics who have studied the issue find no evidence that she made any substantive contribution. But the theory of core relativity supported that Marie was indeed contributed to Einstein's 1905 paper. We probably noticed that the sibling zone contained Athena Tianji, the goddess of intelligence, Selene Tai-in, Titaness of the moon, Lyso Jason, the goddess of cure, remedy, and healing, Astralio Tianwu, Titan god of star and planet, and of the art of astrology, and Archicheria, the trust of God. The combination of these stars gave birth to the theory of relativity. Marie, indeed, was the avatar of Selene. Sibling zone/pole I trigger electromagnetic yeast wave coincident with electromagnetic Phantasos Thanlang and weak Phantasos Thanlang at conscious mind. With the intervention of electromagnetic force and weak nuclear force to yeast wave and Phantasos Thanlang stimulated Einstein's brain nervous activity, in which turning his imagination into reality. Finally, we are back to the title. Why did Einstein have electrified hair? What happened to Einstein at quantum age 24 to 33? Einstein and married in January 1903. Einstein is at quantum age 25. In 1905, called his miracle year, Einstein is at quantum age 27. He published 4 groundbreaking papers, which attracted the attention of the academic world. His discovery would forever change our understanding of the universe. Einstein's famous equation E equal to mc squared gave birth to the atomic bomb. Let's look at the column of AC. AC means action. Di, Dionysus legend, the god of fertility, madness, etc., and Ar, Ares, Chisa, the god of war. The combination of these 2 stars together with the weak nuclear force intervention gave birth to the atomic bomb equation E equal to mc squared. Many people argue that it was Einstein's creativity, not his mathematical genius, that led him to his great discovery. Einstein himself once said, "A person who had not made his great contribution to science before the age of 30 will never do so." Why he says so? Does age really count in scientific creativity? Is that something related to sex hormone? Let's look at the sexual desire zone. Helios Taiyang is at sexual desire zone. Zone 7's time range is 11 a.m. to 12:59 p.m. Einstein was born at 11:30 a.m., exactly matched with the zone time. That is to say, sunlight played very important role to him. Helios Taiyang, Titan of the sun, personified masculine, electricity, vitality, etc. Helios Taiyang is equivalent to cysteine, young fire, a non-essential amino acid. Cysteine, which functions as a powerful antioxidant and an immune support substance, neutralizing free radicals. It can help slow down the aging process. It is necessary for the formation of the skin and aids in the recovery from burn and surgical operation. Sex hormones play a role in sexual desire. Both male and female hormones affect hair growth. Male hormone, known as androgens, a category that includes testosterone, that stimulate hair growth on the face and body and create fuller, thicker hair on the head. The interventions of strong nuclear force and electromagnetic force to Helios Taiyang eventually actuate cysteine level in the body increase. In other words, electric charge also increased, and therefore Einstein had electrified hair. This proves that sex hormone relate to creativity.